Good afternoon, my friends. I hope the students have joined in the session. Hi, Arun Kumar. Good afternoon, students. As we have a few students who are already watching and they are live here. Before all the students come and join us, I want to start off this session by asking a small question to you. Okay. So, can you tell me which is the movie which became the highest grossing movie of India? Can anyone type in the answer for that? Can anyone from the class? We have around 11 students here. Which is the highest grossing movie which has earned the most income in Indian movies? Which is that movie? Can anyone tell me? Yes, Bahubali. That's excellent. So everybody knows that this movie is the best movie of all times in India, and this movie also scored a lot of earnings out of India as well. And does anybody know what is the income that this movie has achieved in India? Anybody? What is the income that this movie has achieved? This has been recorded as one of the highest grossing movie as well as the best movie of all times in India. How many crores? It has been estimated that this movie has scored 1500 crores. That is the income of this movie. Okay, right now it is 1500 crores. And do you know the budget of the movie? The movie's budget was how much? It was around 500 crores. Okay, so around 1000 to 1500 crores of profit was gained by this movie alone, Bahubali 2. Okay, so guys, do you know what are the key factors that made this movie so much successful? Can anyone tell me this? What are a few key factors or what are a few reasons why this movie became so much of a success in India as well as many parts of the world? Can anyone type in the reasons for that? The Bahubali movie, it scored so much, it had so much of earning. What is the reason behind this? Anybody from the class? We have 18 students here. Sets, yes. What about others? Any answers? Graphics? Yes. And VFX? Yes. Graphics. So graphics is one of the most important thing to make a movie successful. Even if you go to a movie like the best movie of all time throughout the world, one of you has given the Avatar movie, which has scored the highest earning of all time. Do you know how much that movie has earned? The Avatar movie? Yes, animation effects, graphics, VFX work. These works actually add on to the whole scenario of the movie. It increases the quality of the movie, it increases the weightage of the movie, it also gives enhancement to the visual effects of the movie. So, VFX, which is the most important factor to make a movie successful, but still, we have other factors also. Apart from VFX, we have actors who act well, we have the sets, we have different photography, all these things put on together to make the movie successful. Yes, the movie Junaid has said us that the Avatar movie had scored $2.5 billion. Okay, and after that, the Avengers movie, which every person in the world liked the movie, right? So these movies have one factor in common, that is the VFX. And can you tell me which is the first software which has been used in every VFX movie? Can anyone tell me which is the first software that is required in a VFX? Anybody from the class? We have 21 students. What is VFX? It is a set of different softwares used to create visual effects, right? If you want to increase the visual effects of a movie, you need a set of softwares, correct? And in all these set of softwares, we have a software which has been used in the starting part of the every VFX movie. Can anyone tell me which is that software? Anybody from the class? We have 20 students. Come on. Can anyone tell me the answer for this? 3D? Okay, that's quite an answer. That's a great answer. But before 3D, what comes actually? You don't directly go to 3D part. Yes, Autodesk is the name of the company, and in Autodesk we have a lot of softwares. And in the lot of softwares, the first software that we use in VFX is drawing. Absolutely right. Your name is Angadi Revana. Yeah. So Revana says it is drawing. And for drawing, the best software that all the companies, all the VFX teams throughout the world use is AutoCAD, which is the biggest software in the world. And this is the software which is used by almost all the movies. And this is the software which has been used in the beginning of every movie. Okay. If you've seen Bahubali, if I get time to show you the few slides that I've created right now, I'm going to show you the plannings that they have created before executing them on the movie. The AutoCAD 2D plannings that they have created. When we go to Avengers movies, even that movies have, you know, 2D plannings for creating the sets. Along with that, even if you want to create something like the armor of Avengers, that Iron Man suit, you need to have a 2D drawing of that. First, they create it with a pencil and a paper. After that, they execute it in AutoCAD. So AutoCAD is one of the softwares which has been used throughout the world in every movies. And let's not just talk about movies. So today I'm going to talk about AutoCAD and its applications and where we use AutoCAD. What is so different about AutoCAD? What is so unique and special things in AutoCAD that other softwares don't have? So my name is Mohammad Taha and I am a soft skills as well as a software trainer. I am certified for this and I am representing the Seven Sense Talent Solutions. And from that company, I'm going to train you a few things that I have learned through all these years. After completion of my engineering, I've been into the training profession from for a quite a long time, and along with training department, I am also into software training programs where I train students on AutoCAD, Revit, 3ds Max. We have SketchUp, we have Lumion, we have V-Ray, we have Enscape. These are the softwares. you know these softwares are used by the architects, they are used by the VFX teams, they are used by different categories of jobs to create something which is unique and which has good visual effects. So these are the softwares that I use. I train students on these softwares. Along with training the students on softwares, I am also a professional um, architect. I also do my works in my system with planning, designing of buildings, planning of the buildings, all these things. I actually do that professionally. So, with all these experiences of a lot of years, of 5 years of experience with training profession, AutoCAD and software training profession, along with that, I also have experience in construction works. So, with all these experiences, I'm here today to make sure that you learn a lot of things related to AutoCAD as well as construction aspects. And also for mechanical engineers, I'm going to show you what are the different aspects of AutoCAD that is required for you to go into your profession. So with all these experiences, I'm here today to have a training session. So shall we begin with the main part? So students, what is AutoCAD? The first question, can anyone just give me an abbreviation of what AutoCAD is? What does it stand for? Anybody from the class? What does auto stands for and what does CAD stand for? So students, I hope all of you might be knowing this. Auto stands for automated, okay? And CAD stands for computer aided drawing. So let's understand what does this actually mean. So it is a software, and it is a software which has drawing and drafting tool used. It is a drawing and drafting tool used to create 2D and 3D models of machines, buildings, electrical equipments, and different objects. And all these things have been created using AutoCAD. And we can also create, yes, it is, Girish says that it is a commercial computer aided design and drawing software application developed and marketed by Autodesk. That's great. So basically, if I have to put it in simple words, it's just a drawing and drafting tool. That's all it is. So in this, we can create 2D models and 3D models of machines, buildings, and all those things. And the next thing is we have applications of AutoCAD in different fields. Let us start from mechanical engineering. Can anyone tell me what are the different usages of AutoCAD software in mechanical engineering? Anybody from the class? Anybody? So this software has been used by mechanical engineers to create drawings and 2D views of machines. Similarly, 2D drawings of mechanical devices, and then 2D drawings of tools and equipments. Excellent. One of you has given us the answer, machine drawing. Yes. And then Girish says equipments. Shrikant says 2D draft. Yes. So mechanical engineers also use to draw the 2D models and 2D drawings of machines, front view, side view, back view, top view. So all these views have been created using AutoCAD. Can anyone tell me the different softwares which are used for doing this apart from AutoCAD? So we have a software called as Solid Edge, which is very basic as compared to AutoCAD. We have other softwares as well, but AutoCAD is the best software for drawing 2D drawings. Okay, designing parts and assemblies. So you have a machine, you have, okay, an object. So that object has been combined or assembled together using different parts. So each of that part is actually drawn using the software. Okay, so all these parts are assembled together to create one whole object. Moving on to architectural and civil engineering aspects. So as all of you know that AutoCAD is mostly used by civil engineers and architects. Okay, where have they used AutoCAD? Can anyone tell me why AutoCAD is so useful for civil engineers and architects? Where do we use it actually? The students have given us answers like NXCAD, CATIA, SolidWorks, Solid Edge. So these are a few softwares which are used apart from AutoCAD. But personally, this software is one of the best softwares for drawing, which has easy user interface and which is much better than other softwares. Yes. So the students say that architects and civil engineers use AutoCAD for drawing. What sort of drawing? 2D plan of buildings. Okay. Similarly, we use AutoCAD for 2D elevations and buildings. If you see this diagram over here, the diagram that we have displayed here, this diagram has been drawn using AutoCAD 3D. Okay. So we can use different textures, photos, and apply them on the 3D model. And after rendering, we get an image like this. So 2D plans of buildings, 2D elevations of buildings, 3D elevations of buildings, similarly interior designs, all of these are useful if you have skills in AutoCAD. Now going on to electrical engineers. So electrical engineers also have application of AutoCAD. Drawing of electrical panel. So if you see this diagram, this is an electrical panel. Each of the part can be drawn using AutoCAD. So electrical engineers also use this software. Electrical control drawings can be drawn using AutoCAD software. So after that, we have applications in manufacturing as well. Can anyone tell me what are the applications of AutoCAD in manufacturing field? Yes, students. I'm watching your messages in a mobile. Manufacturing. What is manufacturing? Okay. Creating of the products. Products are created in a company or an industry. So industries also use AutoCAD for manufacturing of products. So if you want to create a product which is not been yet created, so that products needs to be created, drafted, drawn on a sheet of paper. So earlier we used to have people who used to draw it on a sheet of paper. Today, these days, we have AutoCAD software wherein we can draw each of the products. The complete and the completed product can be drawn using AutoCAD, and also assembled tools and assembled objects of those products can also be drawn with the help of AutoCAD. Okay, you have an item that needs to be completed in AutoCAD. What you do is you break that item into different parts, different small units. Each of the unit can be drawn using AutoCAD, and you can assemble that with the help of AutoCAD software itself by drawing. Designing of products, designing of parts or units of the products can also be done using AutoCAD. Design of tools and machineries. So you have different tools that can be used to create the items. That tools can also be drawn using AutoCAD software. The front view, the back view, the top view, all of these views are created, and then it becomes easy for creating that item or tool. Machineries are also designed using AutoCAD software. Gaming. Can anyone tell me, okay, Most of the students are very familiar with this photo that I have displayed. Almost every student in this class knows about this game, PUBG, which is one of the most famous game that has been yet prepared, that has been yet created till now. So in this game, the first software, if you go and search it in Google, the first software that has been used in this game is AutoCAD. Okay, making the plan of the whole city, creating the plan of the whole area that you have to cover. That area can also be created using AutoCAD plan. One of my friend is actually working in a gaming company. He is my classmate and he's working in Bangalore in a gaming company. So I talked with him and I got to know that AutoCAD is the first software which has been used in every game to create the plan of the game. Okay, so in gaming also we use AutoCAD to create ground surfaces, to create sidewalks, roads, streets, furniture, and other items. So these items, once they have been created using AutoCAD 2D models, these 2D models get converted to 3D models on working. So which I'm going to show you how we can create 3D models also. After you create 3D models, these models have been taken to texture and materials to the 3D objects in the game. So these items are taken inside the game and they are being rendered afterwards. So therefore AutoCAD has also been used in gaming. So these items and models are exported into the string array. So in gaming also AutoCAD is very necessary. Similarly, movies, as I started this session with movies, so if you see this diagram over here, this diagram represents the plan of the Maheshmati palace. Okay, the palace of Maheshmati in Bahubali movie. If you remember this scene, so this is the plan of the Maheshmati palace from the top. This is called as top view or the plan of the Maheshmati palace. So this was created in AutoCAD. After that, it was rendered using other few softwares. So we have a few more softwares which are added to AutoCAD to create it in a more better and in a more rendered way. How many of you have seen this movie called as Money Heist? This is a series. So in that series, so the Royal Mint of Spain, the whole Royal Mint of Spain is actually drawn with the help of AutoCAD. Okay, I think some of you might have seen this series, and in that series, we have seen that AutoCAD has been used. Similarly, in the Avengers movie that I was mentioning in the beginning, even to create the model of the Iron Man suit, we use the AutoCAD software, as you can see from here. Even to create the smallest detail, we can use AutoCAD as a very effective and a very efficient tool to create all these drawings. Students, so what are the applications of AutoCAD in the jobs? How can we use these softwares in the jobs? So AutoCAD is used more number of place in mechanical engineering department. Yes, absolutely. So AutoCAD is actually used more number of times in mechanical department. As I've shown you the Iron Man suit before, Girish, that suit is also a mechanical suit, which is not from civil background. So even a suit such as Iron Man suit can be created using AutoCAD. Okay. So jobs, we have different Indian companies which hire civil and mechanical students as well as electrical students who have good skills in AutoCAD drawing. So what are those companies? Let us go through those Indian companies. And if you search it in the Google, you'll find that Shobha has different branches. Civil, mechanical, electrical, all these branches are present in the Shobha developers. It is basically a construction as well as a mechanical company. So in that company, we have requirements for jobs for civil, mechanical, electrical, and other branches. Similarly, we have the company called as Prestige. So this company also requires students who have good experience and skills in the field of AutoCAD. Okay. Similarly, we have L&T, Larson and Toubro, which has different categories: civil, mechanical, electrical, computer science. All these branches have been covered in the L&T company. So in this company also we have requirement for students who have good skills in AutoCAD. After that, we have Hindustan Construction Company, which is purely a construction company. After that, we have Macrotech Developers, which is a civil and mechanical company which has requirement for students who have good experience in AutoCAD. So these are a few companies that I'm mentioning. Apart from these, we have foreign companies which also have requirement for students who are good at AutoCAD, jobs abroad. So let us take a look at the companies. You can also note down the names of these companies. The first one is China Communication Construction Group, that is in China. So this company also requires draftsmen for AutoCAD drawings. Similarly, ACS Actividates in Spain, which has this company is mechanical company wherein you'll be requiring students who can create machines drawings using AutoCAD, machine drawings, tools drawings, gears, and similarly we have screw gauges. These things have to be learned by AutoCAD, which we are going to learn in the training sessions which are yet to come later on. We have another company called as Hochtief in Germany. This company also requires, you can go and search it right away after this session. You're going to find many vacancies for students, for people, vacancies are there for AutoCAD draftsman. This is the job role that is required. And similarly, we have Vinci in France. We have Arabtech Construction in Dubai, which was a part of the construction company for building the tallest building in the world, which is Burj Khalifa, one of the biggest and the tallest building of all times. Can you tell me what is the height of this building? Can anyone just type in? Can anyone type in what is the height of this building? The tallest building of the world. Yes, anybody? What is the height of this building? The tip of the building. The, okay, it's not exactly 100. Yes, it is more than 800 feet. Okay. So this is the height of the tallest building in the world, and the company responsible and the company which was actually behind the construction of this amazing building is Samsung Construction and Technology. So don't confuse that this is only a construction company. All these companies that I'm showing you are a part of mechanical and civil. So mechanical and civil companies work together. If you go and work for different companies, you also see that every company has a requirement for civil as well as mechanical engineers. Every construction company requires civil and mechanical. Every mechanical company also requires students from civil and mechanical background. So Samsung Construction and Technology, and the project manager for that was Howard S. Turner. And South Korea is the place where this company is from. And this company also built the Patronus Twin Towers. So you might be knowing about Patronus Twin Towers, which was built a few years ago. So all these companies require students who are good at AutoCAD. And if you talk about entrepreneurship, entrepreneur is also a place where you can create your own drawings. you can open up an office, and before going on to the office, you require the knowledge of AutoCAD, and you need to have experience in companies. So for that, you have to learn the software, go and work in different companies first. After you have worked in companies for a few years, after that you can start up your own company or your own business, where you can create drawings of machines, drawings of tools, drawings of engineering, construction works, buildings, and all that. Are we clear? So with all these things, you have seen that AutoCAD is so much useful and the productive software it is. And we have brought up a software training program for you, for all the students who are watching right now. So this course is AutoCAD 2018 to 2020 software. So this software is going to be trained to the students from basic to advanced. So you might be learning these softwares in your college. Apart from college, you might have also learned these softwares in different training centers, but this training is absolutely different from what you're getting trained in different companies as well as in different training centers. So what is the difference that we are having? I'm going to explain it to you right now. The first, what you are going to learn in the AutoCAD software training program, the first thing is you are going to learn AutoCAD commands and tools. Probably many of the students might be knowing the tools and the commands of AutoCAD, but we are going to start off with the shortcuts, okay? The shortkeys and shortcuts used for drawing, and the different ways in which you can create the drawings by reducing 70% of your time. So this is the thing that I've learned after I have been trained under this program. So before, I used to go to different training centers, I had learned softwares, but after I joined this course that I'm showing you, I have learned that I can reduce the time of creating the drawings by 70%. 70% of the time can be saved. So that those are the techniques and those are the shortcuts and ways that we are going to train you on. So the next thing is, so we are going to show you the application of these commands in drawing and drafting, that is the shortcuts and ways. And we are going to show you how you can draw the drawings within a short period of time, because time is actually the main part that is required and the main thing that defines how good you are in the software is the time you take to create something, to create a drawing. So that is the second thing that we are going to train the students on, application of the commands. And then after that, we are going to be learning sketching, modification on all the tools required for drafting. So you might be seeing in the training centers that you've been trained about different sketching modification tools, but all of the tools are not covered. So we are going to make sure that all the tools are going to be taught to you, because if you have the knowledge of all the tools and if you know the tools better, you can create the drawings in more time and in a better way and with a rendered image. So therefore, we are going to train you on that. Now, AutoCAD Mechanical, for mechanical students, apart from the commands, tools, and the shortcuts and techniques, and also the different tools that we are going to train, apart from that, we are going to focus the mechanical engineering students on the mechanical field, wherein we are going to train the students on 2D planning of machines, gears, tools, and similarly, we have screw gauges and all that. All of these will be covered to you using the AutoCAD Mechanical. The next is 3D modeling of machines, gears, and tools, and also different. This is an example I've shown you, machines, gears, and tools. Apart from those, we also have different categories that we are going to train the students on, 2D planning as well as 3D modeling. And the number of projects that we are going to give the students is also, I'm going to show you in the next slide. After that, we have AutoCAD Civil or Architecture, when we'll be training the students on 2D planning of buildings. Similarly, we're going to train the students on Vastu, which is an important factor nowadays, because these things are not taught to you in the training centers. Why? Because Vastu is actually a psychological thing that people have in their minds, and it has been seen that it is also linked to religious beliefs. So according to that, we are going to train how the clients require and what kind of vastu is present in the actually locality right now. Different localities have different vastus, different places have different vastus. Vastus is just the location of uh, every room and every aspect that has to be placed. So these are the things that we are going to train the students on, so which is also going to be used in case you are going into entrepreneurship. Similarly, we have 3D modeling of buildings, which is also going to be trained to the students. Apart from 2D planning, we also have the sessions on 3D planning of 3D modeling of the buildings, which I've shown you in the earlier slide where you saw a diagram. Interior designs is also going to be trained. So these are the things we are going to cover in AutoCAD Civil. Okay. Apart from that, the last part of the training will be on training on job oriented skills of drawing and drafting. So we are going to guide you towards what are the different companies in the market and what are the skills required for getting into the company using these AutoCAD and drawing and drafting skills. All these skills that we are training. So this is the most important training that we are going to cover in AutoCAD Civil. And finally, entrepreneurship guidance. If you are planning to become you're planning to open up an own office, your own company maybe. So in that case, also we are going to guide you what are the skills required and what are the experiences that you require also be given to you. So this is the course that we are providing, and in that course, let us see the a few key features I'm going to show you. The first thing is this training will be online, and offline is also going to be there, but later on we're going to let you know before time. But now, as of now, we are doing the online training. So this will be for 25 to 30 hours. Assistance will also be given. Students directly call us, directly talk to us, and we are going to train the students on call also, as well as on the online mode. Live as well as call mode assistance will also be given to you. So AutoCAD manual PDF will also be given. The AutoCAD manual will be sent to you via PDF, and it will be sent to you through WhatsApp or the email ID that you give us. So you can also take a printout of those manual, and with the help of the better way. After that, we have day, depending on how much you have learned, we are going to give you projects. One project every day. So that any doubt between these 24 hours, you can call us anytime. So we're going to give you the assistance to if you have any doubts regarding those projects we are giving. Every day we give projects. So apart from that, we have 10 practice tests also to analyze and each of the cover 3 or modules. We are going to combine those modules and give you a test. So for that, we are going to have 10 tests. Within that period of time, you have to complete the project and send us the PDF. So that will be the test. Okay. And the next thing is we'll be having 45 minutes of live session wherein I'll be showing you myself or other trainers will be showing you the different tools and how to apply them and the shortcuts that you can use in this software. And after that 45 minutes, 15 minutes of time will be given to the students. If you have any doubts, you can clarify it with us. Okay. I'll be showing you the link of tutorial on downloading the student version of AutoCAD. So I'll be guiding you to download those softwares in your laptop or in your computer. And after that, along with me, you're going to solve the problems, and along with me you're going to learn the software. Okay, you'll also be having those videos with you. You can watch it over and over again any number of times. And finally, at the end, we are going to provide the certificate of completion, which is the most important part. If you want to go to abroad or if you want to go to different companies in India, you require a certificate which will also be given to you. So these are a few key features that you're going to train the students on. So let me show you a few things about the software that we have completed. This is an example of, okay, the drawing made in mechanical field. These are a few examples. So this is AutoCAD 3D. These are drawings that we can create using AutoCAD 3D. This is just an example. We can create more complex objects using the AutoCAD 3D for mechanical field. Similarly, we have 2D planning for civil engineering students. If you can see the diagram over here, it's 40 by 85, and we have road over here. So we have created a plan using AutoCAD. So this is the elevation of the same project, 3D elevation of the project. Of course, along with AutoCAD, we also use different softwares to create a more rendered image. So this is the interior designs that we have created using AutoCAD. If you see, we have created each and every model. Even the fridge, which is a mechanical tool, mechanical object, that object is also being created using AutoCAD software. Okay, 3D models have been created using AutoCAD. Similarly, all the tools that you see, all the objects that you see here, okay, these objects belong to both civil and mechanical field. All these objects have been created using AutoCAD software. This is the interior elevation of a clinic. This is a live project that is going on these days. I have completed this. So this is done using aluminum sheets, aluminum and glass. Okay. So AutoCAD, along with AutoCAD, we also use different rendering softwares as well as we use Photoshop also. But basically the model has been created using AutoCAD. This is an elevation. So in this, we used AutoCAD for 2D planning. After that, we used Revit for 3D elevation. After that, we used Lumion software for rendering. And then we used Photoshop for more enhancing of the picture. These are a few examples I've shown you. So let me open up the AutoCAD software for you. And I'm going to show you a few drawings that you can complete within some time. Just a minute. You'll be having getting started. You want to start the drawing. Is the screen visible to students? Is the screen visible to students? Okay, I hope the screen is visible. So this is the starting part where we start the drawing. Okay, this is where we are going to start, that is start drawing. And after that, the first step that we do is UN enter. It means units. Okay, you also have that in the menu bar, but I'm going to show you the shortcuts wherein you can complete the drawing very easily. In my case, I'm going to use engineering, and the precision will be 0 feet 0 inches, and the unit that I'm going to use is inches. After that, keep all the things as it is, and then okay. Okay, this is the starting part of the AutoCAD. After that, Z enter, A enter. This represents that I am zooming the whole screen. I can zoom in and zoom out as much as I can. Okay. After that, you can also set your page to limits. Maybe 1,000 feet by 1,000 feet, 100 feet by 100 feet. You can keep set your page as big as you want. But let us not start with that. So if you see the drawings, let me start off with a compass. I'm going to just show you at how much speed that we can complete the compass. So we're going to start it now. So we are going to press offset 3 inches. This is called as ortho. So I'm going to zoom in inside more. So I've used fillet to complete the rectangle, or you can also use the rectangle tool. So I'm going to draw a circle. Okay. So I've used the circle command. This is the first step that I'm doing. Similarly, I'm going to remove the ortho mode. So I've used the trim command to trim the item. I use the line command. I use the trim command. Now I'm going to use the mirror command. MI enter. Okay. Similarly, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these items and mirror it like this. Okay. Similarly, I'm going to select these items and create a mirror. Just within a few seconds, we were able to complete the compass. So I've used the trim command here, TR enter. That's the shortcut for trim. So let us remove the excess lines which are there. ER double enter. So H enter gives us the hatch tool. So I'm going to hatch it alternatively. I'm going to use the text for typing north, south, and you can select this, increase the size. You can also change the color. You change the text north, east, south, west. So I'm going to group this by using the G enter command. So now my compass is ready. It hardly took me a few minutes. Okay. Has anybody seen in how many minutes did I complete the drawing? So these are the types of commands that we are going to use. Okay. So I'm going to show you the different shortcuts and shortkeys. We have around 100 shortkeys in AutoCAD software, which is not going to be trained to you in different companies, but here we are going to train you on each of those commands. And we are going to take out time, and then we are going to train on every single command as how fast you can use those commands. We give you drawings each day, and we give you projects every day to complete them, and this will increase your efficiency. Increasing the efficiency of the software usage is the most important part. If you want to succeed in using the software properly, the most important factor is in how much time you're going to complete a given drawing. Okay, so students, these are the few key features and factors that I've shown you. If you have any doubts regarding anything that I have explained till now, please do let me know. You can type it here in the chat box given to you. If you have any questions or queries, you can directly chat in the chat box. Shrikant has told us that we drew the compass within 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. If I had no explanations to give you, I would have completed in 2 minutes or even less than that. So this is the speed that you are going to gather while learning this software. So that is the difference that we are going to provide you. Anybody, if you have any questions, you can do ask me. Please do ask me. One of you has told that students have confusion that AutoCAD is only for civil engineering students, but it's not. AutoCAD is for every person who can do drawing. It's whether it's civil engineer or mechanical engineer or it's a graphic designer, everybody requires an AutoCAD software. As I've shown you in the starting part of the session, even movies require AutoCAD software. Okay, even the VFX team require AutoCAD software. It's not necessary that only civil engineering students have the most requirement. Mechanical engineers, to be frank, mechanical engineers use the software more than the civil engineers. If you have any doubts, so this software is going to be charged, but we are going to let you know if you have any doubts or inquiries. Any guarantee in placement. Okay, I'll let you know about that. We are going to train you on how to get into the company, but once you are inside the company, it is you who are going to solve the interview questions and you're going to get into the interview. So we're going to guide you until you can reach the company, the different companies and how you can get there. We can guide you on that. Just a minute. So students, I'm going to display the link for all the details about the software. The software is very cheap here. You can easily learn this software. The fees details is given to you here in the link given. So the software is only for 1,000 rupees. Since we have students from different colleges and we have many number of students, so we have provided a 50% discount in the software. It's only for 1,000 rupees. Each and every student can join. So students, please wait for a minute. I'm going to share you the attendance link. Fill in that link, and then you can go. I've given the link of the details of the training program. You can open that link and you can get to know about the details of the software, the classes. The second link is the attendance link. You can fill in those forms so that we get to know how many of the students have attended this session. If you have any questions or inquiries, please do type in the chat box. So thank you everyone. Thank you for being there in this session till the end. I hope you have understood a few concepts about AutoCAD and also the different applications of the software. So we are going to promise you that we are going to train the students in a better way. Please let us know if you are interested, and please let us know if you have any inquiries or doubts. Thank you, everybody.